Welcome back to K-Ratio's Weekend Preview. I'm Kyle Littner, and I'm here today to provide actionable insight for the future, not recap the past. In this week's episode, as the Southern Freight Monster continues to gobble up all capacity within its reach, the problems it leaves behind in its wake are becoming their own frightful nightmare. We'll break down what that means for you this week, but first, let's take a look at where the freight market currently stands. The post-holiday National Outbound Tender Volume Index vaulted right back to a new high for the year at 16,135 before settling in at 15,623, a shocking 44% increase year over year. National tender rejections remain firm, now 46 weeks in a row above 20%, with a last of 22.4%, and combining the two metrics gives a load volume number 16% greater year over year. Despite the massive amount of freight moving, not all freight is created equal, and the end of the crazy ride higher in reefer rates looks to be all but certain, as Truckstop reports those RPMs are down now 37 cents from the all-time high, and another 13 cents from last week alone to $3.53 per mile. Dry van remains flat but firm at $3.17, while flatbed still sits at record highs of $3.68 a mile, up $1.46 over the past year. Moving to our favorite DAT spot versus contract comp, dry van spot moved down a penny while contract moved up a penny to put that spread at contract 6 cents over spot, though spot rates are up a whopping 50% year over year. The odd game of chicken in reefer rates continues, with spot softer by a few to stand at $3.10, and with contract at $2.88 a mile, that spread comes in a penny to 22 cents spot over contract. Last but not least, another week, another new record in flatbed spot rates, now up to $3.16 a mile, 19 cents better than contract, which continues to drift in the opposite direction needed. We first put the Atlanta situation on your radar a month ago and predicted that a volume surge would cause its capacity crunch to spread to neighboring markets. Unfortunately for those that pay shipment bills, this prediction came true, both in terms of the volume growth and the expansion of the capacity crunch. The explosion in outbound Atlanta rates was a given, but now the dominoes have fallen in nearby markets, causing them to go down the very same path. First, for context, this colorful chart is of national tender rejections in blue, set against the largest markets, Chicago in green, LA in yellow, Harrisburg in white, Dallas in purple, and Atlanta in red. While the other majors are all below the national average, Atlanta is above and gaining. Clearly a different set of circumstances there, as outbound Atlanta volume is up 20% year over year. All that volume demands capacity, and this map of outbound tender rejections can help tell us where those trucks are coming from. The darker the blue, the greater the rejections, and the markets surrounding Atlanta are as dark blue as they come. If you were a carrier, would you keep taking the same crap rate you're getting out of Birmingham, or deadhead to Atlanta for twice as much? The answer to that rhetorical question is how cancellations can skyrocket in a market that is not the problem, as capacity will go to the highest bidder in a market like today's. For further proof of just how ugly this has gotten, this is national tender rejections in blue, set against those for Mobile, Jacksonville, Montgomery, Tallahassee, and Tifton. Since first diverging in March, they have now separated to the widest margin on record, all with rejections twice that of the national average. If you're shipping out of the Southeast, regardless of whether the national capacity shortage was or was not your problem to begin with, it's now standing right at your front door. What does this mean for freight this week? Carriers, the Southeast is definitely the place to be. Outbound Atlanta just hit new record highs to Philadelphia, Columbus, Charlotte, Memphis, Indianapolis, and Chicago, just to name a few. Brokers, even if you want to stick to the less volatile, the power lanes, Chicago to Atlanta, its round trip is at $4,300 right now. The upper bound of that, $6,000. I don't care who you are or what you say, you cannot compete for contract freight with spot rates like that. You need to move along to the less trafficked. Shippers, just when it feels like LA is getting a little bit calm, this ski jump of cargo imports lands right on your head. This high rate environment is not ending anytime soon, so keep walking those contract rates up. To stay current with everything freight, follow us on LinkedIn, or for more information on all of our products, including our award-winning freight intelligence platform so your margins don't end up where they are today, check us out at k-ratio.com. Please stay safe and thanks again for watching.